How is everybody doing? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that been subscribing to my channel. I want to thank everybody and believing in me. I look a mess right now. But this crisis right now that's going on in New York City, um, it really got bad. Um, the young kids in Jane Madison High School. How you doing, Shelly? How you doing, Kathy? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm gonna update you what's going on in Brooklyn, New York, Jane Madison High School. Um, the kids was removed from the school, and they have to be remote now because the migrants came in, and again they took over. I'm gonna show you something. These are African migrants that's coming in now. Let me explain something to y'all, man. This is not just what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? They're coming. These are the ones coming from Africa. And this is more than just people trying to get away from their problems there. There's something bigger than this because there's a lot of single men that's coming in right now. These are single, and a lot of them look like they're soldiers. I don't know, but this is what's going on. So this is more than just people trying to come here and get their lives together. There's something else, besides what they're saying. They're not telling us the whole truth. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. Biden's army. I didn't want to say it, but yes, because there's a guy right now that goes out and he films all of these people, and you see nothing but single men with no children, and they just standing on the corner. What are you doing just standing on the corner? Like, you supposed to be trying to get yourself together. What are you doing as grown men in other people's neighborhoods just standing on the corner? Standing on the corner. I have some other ones. Let me see if I can find some other ones. Oh, here, okay. This is in Chicago. Chicago overrun illegal. This is in Chicago, Illinois.
This is Ben Burkle on Real America's Voice News. Been traveling all over the city, documenting what's happening. One of the worst things I see everywhere are children being exploited. They're out, it's freezing, below freezing. The lows are in the 20s right now, and it's only going to get colder. And they're using children to beg on the streets. Most of the people here have no work permits. Most of them don't have papers. Most of their appointments aren't for 3 or 4 years or even beyond that into the future. And so what do? They beg, they panhandle, they commit crimes. We've got drug dealing going on. You've got black markets going on. You got all this garbage going on. And every single day, we're pumping thousands more in because of Joe Biden's open border policies. It's an absolute disaster. It doesn't look like much behind this nondescript door on the south.
A lot of y'all in the comments are very smart. This is an invasion coming. And, they're going to try to attack us from in our own country, man. Because why are you letting all these grown men having no kids? They don't have no wives, but they're coming in and then they putting them in separate places. And a lot of them are just standing around in corners, standing around on the street. You supposed to want to come here to get away from your problems, but you're coming here, you're smoking, you're drinking, and these are single men. Like, who do you think you're fooling? And a lot of Americans right now are waking up, man. They're going to try to attack us from the inside. They're going to try to attack us from the inside. This is what they're going to do. So a lot of y'all in the comments are very smart. And we're paying, like you said, you're right about that, Donald Vic. We're paying a lot of tax money for this. This is coming out our tax money right now. And it's not, you're right about it, it's not by accident. And people better start teaching their families how to defend themselves. Okay, because they're coming here and they're acting very bold and they're getting into a lot of people's faces. You know, you go online for help, and you got them coming online for help too, and they're jumping the line and they're getting into a lot of people's faces, man. They're getting into a lot of people's faces. This whole thing is a setup. This whole thing is a setup. If you don't get your family ready for what's about to happen in 2024, I'm telling you, a lot of people going to end up unalived. Because at first it was just them coming in, wives and kids. Now you got grown men from Africa. They just got some grown men from India. They got some grown men from China coming here with no wives and kids. Like, who you fooling, man? You're not fooling me. Obviously, you're not fooling people right like y'all. Everybody knows what time it is. This whole thing is a setup, man. They're setting us up. Yeah. With the scooter situation, they just started taking a lot of people's scooters because a lot of them don't even have papers. But when you had scooters, and if you don't have no papers, you're not a citizen here, you can't get your driver's license, you can't get insurance. Where are you getting the resources to purchase these scooters? And I'm not talking about financial-wise, because obviously they're coming up with money, but who is giving them the right to go get these scooters without no type of ID? This is what they're doing. And you're right about that, Jose. They're coming in and they're trying to take over people's communities. They're trying to come in people's communities and tell people what to do. Listen, I'll be dead before you do that to me. I'm going to tell you right now. You would have to take my life. You will not bully me around. It's not happening. This whole thing went from being, oh, they need some type of place to come because their place, to now we're going to come over and we're going to take over your community. This is what's going on. We're not stupid. This is an attack from the inside. And this happened on the Joe Biden's watch. You can say whatever you want about Trump, but damn it, Trump, Donald J. Trump did not have these problems. He had all of the countries loving and respecting America. Everybody has some type of mutual respect. Now, nobody respects America. They look at this country as a joke, or we could just go over to America and be bullies. This is what's going on here. They're being dropped off everywhere. You're right about that. Chicago, New York City, where I'm at. They just dropped them off in Jersey, but for some reason in Jersey, they're dropping them off in Jersey and they're turning around, going back into New York. This is what they're doing. I got some more. Oh, yeah, I got some more. This is James Madison High School. This is somewhere in New York. Hold on.
Concern is that people are coming in faster than we've normally seen. It's yet to be seen how much that will cost. What I can tell you is that the crisis up to this point has cost $3 billion. And as more people come, the cost continues to go up. The issue for New York is that they're not only dealing with newly arrived migrants, they're dealing with folks that have already been in New York City housing and are now being reticketed. So all of these folks already had free housing here in New York, and then they were given eviction notices, essentially 30 or 60-day notices, telling them that they have to leave their shelter. But because this is a sanctuary city, housing is guaranteed. So if they wait in line, they can reapply and then be rehoused. And what you're seeing is this line, which...
And they're getting houses more faster than the people that was already here. They're getting houses more faster than United States people that's already here. How did that happen, man? How did you disrespect Americans like that? Nah, you can't do that. How do you do that? You got people that have been waiting for housing for 4 and 5 years. They just come here and get all this stuff thrown to them. Just thrown to them. Right to them. People have been waiting for a long, long time. I'm going to show you something. Watch this.
What they did.
Watch this.
In Island Shores, they gave us time to get out, but they never said when, and they never said they were going to get us out. And then one day, there's a thing on the board, a notice on the board, you got to be out by March 15th. I think that gave us like a month and a half to find out where we're going to go. I thought my suitcases were going to be on the curb because I'm not that fast. If it wasn't for my daughter, they would have been on the curb. But that's what happened.
A 95-year-old veteran was put out his apartment for the migrants to be put in. 95 years old, a veteran that served this country in New York City was thrown out of his place because they needed it for the migrants. Yeah, it hurts, Kathy. 95 years old. If it wasn't for his daughter, and God bless her, to say, Dad, you're staying with me. You're staying with me, Dad. 95 years old. 95. 95. 95-year-old veteran. 95 years old, and he gets put out with other veterans. This is why everybody was like, oh, pick Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Well, look, has Sleepy Joe done now? He wrecked this place to pieces. And it's crazy that everybody's from other countries, all the leaders saying, you better put Trump back up in there. Because if you don't put Trump back in there, y'all finish. Other people are warning us. They're warning America, you better put Trump back up in there. Because if you don't put him up there, y'all finished. Yeah. Yes, he has destroyed this country dead. How dare you take a 95-year-old veteran that served this country and he got evicted? Who does this? 95 years old. And his daughter, God bless her, she said, Dad, you're staying with me. You're not going in the street. You're staying with me, Dad. You are not going in the street. You will be staying with me. If we, as citizens, don't do something right now, they're going to try to overthrow us, man. This whole thing is a setup. It's not just for people coming here to run from persecution. They try to take over. Yup, lunch pails, Joe. You're right about that. Somebody set this up for this man, and they tried to crush Donald Trump so bad. Every time he beats one case, they push another case. He beats that case, they push another case. Y'all notice that? That they are so scared of Donald Trump every time. Every time he beats a case, they put another case. Because Joe Biden is not going to ever speak, Kimberly. He hasn't spoke up for nothing. He hasn't spoke up for anything. Every time Trump beats one case that they try to put on him, they keep sticking. It's like, how can we get rid of this guy? How can we take this guy down? Yeah. I know, Rose. I know you're pissed off. Oh, I know you're pissed off. Trust me, I know. It's horrible what they're doing right now. And if we don't protect ourselves, we are going to get jammed up. Jammed up. $15 years ago, yeah. We are going to get jammed up. How do you do that to your own people? How do you throw veterans out? How do you walk past all the homeless people that's in the streets of America that was born here and that went through hard times, and you still have them in the street, and then you're going to take kids out of school. Now they're saying they're going to have the kids remotely learn so these people could come in. Crazy. Trump 24, you better believe it. You better believe Trump 24. Yeah, 24. Yeah, you better believe it. They took these kids out of school, and now they got to learn from their houses to take these people and put them inside there. I never seen this place be so messed up in my life. This is horrible. No, you know who's running the border is Kamala Harris. Remember, Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border. Remember that? Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border. Nobody's going to stop it. We have to put a stop to it. Nobody's going to stop this. Nobody is going to stop this at all. Nobody. Yeah, if you stop paying taxes, we'll lose property. Wow. Yeah, that's what they're doing. In this year, that's what they're taking the New York City schools. They took all the kids out, and they're going to learn remote from the house to take these people and put them in. Staten Island had to block them. Staten Island said, nah, y'all can't come in. They bought 2 buses in Staten Island, and them people stood there like this. You ain't coming in? You're not coming in? That's what they did. They stood there. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Because I know I recorded. I know I took it. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this, man. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this.
I want to be very clear.
Okay, I'm going to show y'all this right here. I'm going to show y'all something. Hold on.
Borders are not open.
I love you, Joe Biden. Thank you for everything, Joe Biden. I'm a good person. I want to be a good person here in the United States.
I want to be very clear. Our borders are not open.
I love you, Joe Biden. Thank you for everything, Joe Biden. I'm a good person. I want to be a good person here in the United States.
I want to be very clear.
You hear this nonsense? You heard that? I love you, Joe Biden. I love you, Joe Biden. I love you, Joe Biden. Like they just pushed it in our face. I love you, Joe Biden. I just want to be a good citizen in the United States. Yo, that's deep. I love you, Joe Biden. Yo, man, y'all listen, man. He twisted this place up, man. He twisted this place up. I love you. Let me see if I can find some more of this Comedy Central. Oh, yeah.
America's being overrun. that we've lost control of our border. 33,000 people have come in the last 3 days. The FBI director told us he's been there all of his life. He's never seen threats at this level since October the 7th, the attack on Israel. The amount of radical Islamic groups who want to attack America is at all-time high. I feel like I'm in episode of 24, and the bomb is ticking, and we're not going to get there in time. So President Biden, if you're watching this show, if you're awake, you better come up with a solution to a broken border before a bunch of people get killed. This is a national security disaster in the making. And yes, I did drop the F-bomb. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I've had it with trying to help other countries without first helping in your own country. America's being over.
Joe Biden. Illegal trolls on it. I figured that. Illegal trolls. Because the thing about it, me and my brother Philly Dom, we don't hold our tongue, man. We don't hold our tongue, man. This right, they gotta send them back, man. They gotta send them back, man. They came here. This is what they did. They came here and they went crazy. We got to send them back, man. We got to send them back, man. They got to go. They got to go, man. I don't care. Y'all trolls on here. Y'all can do all y'all want to. But y'all got to get up out of here, man. Y'all got to get up out of here, man. Real talk. Y'all got to go. Send them all back, man. Because the problem is this. I know some Mexican people that had to go through the channels the legal way, and they're upset about it. I know Mexican people that I speak to in the city. They had to go through the legal way. They had to go through the legal way. They had to go get their wait for their paperwork. They had to do the green card. Then they had to go to do the test. Then they had to do the swearing. So they're upset like, wait a minute, we had to come in the legal way. It took me 2 or 3 years to come in, but they just walk in the bed. Oh no. So don't think you got other Spanish people that's for them. You got them that's against them because they had to go through hell. They had to take the test, green cards, and everything else to come here. And these people are just, we just walking through. We just walking through. It's horrible, man. And they twisting New York apart right now. New York, I was born and raised here. I'm going to show you something. These are homeless ones. I'm about to show you some homeless ones. These are migrants right here that have nowhere to live. So when you go down to the West Side Highway, all across the street, they sleeping in boxes. They sleeping on cardboard boxes. They sleeping in their clothes. They get like little what they call sleeping bags. So these are homeless ones. Yeah. You wanted to come here? Well, this is what happens now. This is what happens now. But I know some Mexican people that had to do it the legal way. That took them 2 and 3 years. They had to, like I said, they had to get their green card. Then they had to study to get their citizenship. Then they had to wait. They had to fill out this people, that people. Then they had to go and take the test and be sworn in. And they was finally walking here while these people are just walking in. Hi, what's going on? How you doing from Texas? What's going down? Yes, even they came in honorable. Yes, they did. Because they knew that they had to come here with some type of honorability. They knew they had to come here with some manners. They knew they had to do everything the right way. They had to do it the right way. They had to do it the right way. But these people are just getting dropped off and they disrespectful, man. They very, very, a lot of them will come here, and a lot of them will be nice, will try to speak to you with respect, but a lot of them look at you like, I'm here, and you better get out of my face. I'm a public safety officer, a law enforcement agency, and they disrespect me until I have to let them know, listen, I will lock you up. I will lock you up. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. This ain't no game to me. You disrespect me, we will put you in cuffs and lock you up. This is what we'll do. But I just wanted to, give y'all an update of what's going on. That's what's going on. James Madison High School, Brooklyn, New York. The kids was taken out of school. They're doing remote. They make that out to be a shelter now. They made that out to be a shelter. And somebody puts vote for Biden. You got Frank. You did. Yeah, hey Frank, you still didn't get it, Frank. Joe Biden started all this, Frank. How are we gonna vote for him, Frank? How are we gonna vote for him, Frank? How? Oh, I figured that. I figured that. All through your neighborhood? Wow. Two begging for money. Yeah, well, they said what they're doing now in Staten Island, they going in and back to people's houses, and they're begging for money and food. He said, what if the kids don't have internet at home? That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying. How are they going to study if they don't have internet at the house? They making them study remotely from the house. This is what they're doing. They making them study remotely. They threw them out of the school, and now they took all the people and they put them right in there. That's a new shelter. That's more tax money that we're going to be paying for. That's it. Trump 2024. I got to get out of here, y'all. But it's always a pleasure, man. Thanks for y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all always show me a lot of loves. Thanks to my brother Philly Dom and Mashawn Denise, because she becomes it too. And my brother Check in Effect and Ace Live. They don't know me, but they're good brother. Please go to their channel, man. And Brazilian, yes, he does speak Brazilian. He's one of the originators for the Passport Brothers. Please go see him. And thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. To the next one, man, I'm out of here. Salute.